it to actually, repair and such, but we ain't get wrong with that yet. Let me get these showers back up. We work on that. So right now we just going the modern way right now, which is the electrical forms. Alright?
Alright, listen up guys. There'll be a test.
It's all handmade pieces. Material from all around this area here, which is known as chalky mount. So what we actually do is get one portion. This is what it looks like, and it's frosted when it is dealt from the earth. Alright? So what we do is get one portion of that, adding it with 2 portions of water in a barrel on the outside. Then we go ahead and sieve it onto liquid. After sieving it onto liquid, we strain it, taking out all the impurities and such. Like the tree roots, the bits of fibers and such, and we eventually build clay. After that procedure, we place it in what is known as drying trays on the outside, where we will allow it to actually dry, where the sun will evaporate the water from the clay and leaving it in this plastic like coating. Plastic, reliable and ready to use. Okay?
Oh, can you start that again, please? I was about to film it. No.
Oh.
So as I said, what we do, we actually allow it to dry where the sun would evaporate the water from the clay, leave it in this plastic like coating, plastic, reliable and ready to use. So we bring it indoors, prepare it, store it in some plastic bags just to keep the moisture inside of the clay until ready to use. So when ready to use, folks, we'll take it to a table which is known as a wedging table. We'll go through a procedure which is known as wedging or kneading. It's like kneading dough for bread. We'll even out the clay body, taking out all the air bubbles and lumps, leaving it to one consistency. After that procedure, folks, I'll take it to the potter's wheel. As you can see, we'll demonstrate making up my pot. After the day of making my pot, I'll take it to the potter's wheel again. This time I would actually turn it upside down. It would be in the stage which is known as leather hard. And the reason we say leather hard, it won't be too hard nor too soft. Alright? So we'd actually turn it upside down using a metal tool, just shaving the bottom nice and smooth, giving it a nice smooth surface. After that procedure, I would allow it to actually dry, roughly for about say 2 to 3 weeks before taking it to the kiln for frying. If you need it in the natural stage after that first frying, it would be ready. But if you need it, like the shiny pieces you would see in the showroom, which is known as a glaze piece. What we actually do after the first frying, we mix some chemicals in a bucket with some water. Dip those pieces into it, and then take it to the kiln the second time, where we fry it at much higher temperatures, about 1180 degrees or so. Where the chemicals will react to the heat, refuses the heat to melt, forming that glass-like coating you would see on those shiny pieces. And eventually that will be a finished product. So just use my same tool here. You can leave it simple like this. Also you can just go ahead and make a small decoration. Pot like this. I would just use my sponge taking out the excess water, because if a bit of too much water settling in the pot, it can cause it to crack. So we take out all of that excess water. I leave my pot simple like this. Also I can just go ahead and just do a small decoration to the top, which is known as crimping. Just like when you're doing pastries and so. First way. Just do it like that. Then I will just use my tool here, just a piece of string. Just cut along the edge of my pot, nice and easy. Careful with your hands. And we just lift it, and here you have a plant pot.